If you ever want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Houston, Pier 6 Seafood and Oyster House might be the place for you. Today, we're talking oysters with two experts. Let's go. We're at one of my favorite hidden gems on the Third Coast. If you haven't been to San Leon, first of all, you're missing out. But if you haven't been, let me be the first to tell you all about Pier 6 Seafood and Oyster House. I am here with two very special guests. We have Executive Chef Chef Cervantez right here, ready to work on the grill on some oysters for us. But we're gonna start with the Prince of Oysters, Raz Halili. You are literally a family dynasty when it comes to oysters. Thanks for joining me on Houston Life.
Well, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so really, when I say Prince of Oysters, I'm not being facetious, like I'm not being silly. Your family is in the business of oysters and has been for a very long time. Can you give us a little bit of background on that?
Yeah, so my parents started the company. My dad migrated over from Albania. I met my mother, and the two of them, they worked these bays, as deckhands, and then they started and got their own boat, and from there they built up from one boat to another boat. And today we're one of the largest producers of oysters in the country. And
you're very much carrying on that torch. I mean, you're supplying places and restaurants like Pier 6 with all their fresh oysters, and you do this on a grand scale. I'm so thankful that there is someone who also is not only running that business, but can you talk about the sustainability, like with the oyster shells and the work that that company does?
Each and every year, we're investing millions of dollars into our base system. That's recycling oyster shell, that's buying coast material, building new oyster reefs to create a sustainable resource. And I'm happy to say that Prestige Oysters is the first and only MSC certified oyster company in the Americas. That's a third-party organization that certifies sustainable fisheries around the world.
Well, I'm so honored that you're here because, listen, with all the oysters that you handle, we're talking about oyster etiquette today. Now here, let me tell you, I think I know what I'm doing when it comes to any meal, but when it comes to oysters on the half shell, let's make sure we're getting it right. So you want to guide me through this a little bit because you have these beautiful oysters ready to go. And how do we dig in on this?
Yeah, these are locally harvested oysters, and really, I always like to say, you want to eat the oyster, you want to slurp it off the shell.
Okay.
You definitely want to chew the oyster. I know some people think you just swallow it or use a fork. For me, the etiquette is right off the shell, you garnish it up the way you like it, whether it be the mignonette, the cocktail, some horseradish. I prefer just a little bit of lemon juice on mine.
Okay.
And, I'll slurp it back and you chew it up. And then you always want to flip the shell over face down when you're done with it.
Oh, that's okay. That's the thing I think is missing from my repertoire. I'm going to prepare mine the way I usually do. I'm going to pretend you're not here, and then I want you to grade me, okay?
Yeah, but to be honest, there's no really wrong way. Just enjoy them.
Okay, I like a little spice, so I'm going a tiny bit of horseradish, tiny bit here. And then, what kind of mignonette is this?
This is a cucumber lime mignonette.
Yum, two of my keywords for life. Thank you. And then we'll do a little bit of lemon. Lenny, are you getting this? Photog Lenny, drooling over there? Okay. I'm chewing, talking with my mouth open a little bit, loving it. That's perfect. And then you just had it back right there.
Yeah, that's great. So, you really want to just try to taste all those flavors. You get a lot of the umami flavor, and
so good.
Oyster is always going to change the weather dependent, time of the year. So right now, we've had a lot of rainfall there, so they'll be a little bit on the fresh side, but you should still get some salinity in there.
Okay, easy peasy. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're gonna get to the cook stuff. Chef Chef Cervantez, you have been manning this grill behind me. It's very hot. We appreciate you doing this for Houston Life, but the food here is next level delicious.
Sure.
Why is that so important to you to keep that standard, that bar high?
Absolutely. Well, I think, being a trained chef, it was very important for me to have good food that tastes well, but was fun to do, and kind of kept it casual, but at the same time, with some elegance to it, and I think that was a big draw.
Okay, so let's get to the cooked oysters because that's really what we're here for. What kind of offerings does Pier 6 have?
So we have some oyster dishes here. I have our oyster sandwich, fried oysterman sandwich, crispy fried Prestige oysters. We have some lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and a garlic aioli sauce. I also have our Streets of New Orleans, which is a combination of oysters Rockefeller and oysters Bienville. You get the best of both worlds in that dish. This is our Prestige oysters. It's our garlic roasted Parmesan oyster. And then we're gonna finish off with the Tita fried. You can get this 3 ways. You can get it with fish, shrimp, and oysters. You can get it with just shrimp. In this case, we have just fried oysters. And today I will be demoing one of my favorites. It's gonna be our hot-blooded oyster. And I'm gonna show you how to make it.
Okay, what's in a hot-blooded oyster? Take me through it.
Hot-blooded oyster, all right, so what we're gonna do is I have some whipped butter here. I'm adding some habaneros, some garlic, a little bit of lemon juice, some Worcester sauce, some salt, parsley, and then we're gonna finish that with just some Parmesan cheese.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna give that a mix.
Okay.
So we're gonna top that on top of these oysters.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good amount of butter right
Good amount
there.
of butter, right? Butter is flavor. Okay. And then we're just gonna hit it with just a little bit of hot sauce.
Yum.
Take these over to the grill, top with some Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
Okay, and let the grill do its thing.
Well, you do eat with your eyes first, and that already looks so beautiful.
There it is. Finish it with some more parsley.
Oh, wow, that is so gorgeous. I'm ready. I mean, may I? May I get in there? Am I gonna burn my hand?
No, I mean,
okay, I'm just gonna go for it.
Go for it.
Cheers.
Right? Just
That is delicious.
got the right amount of heat to kind of get you going back, right?
I would go back. I would go back. I
Good.
want to go back, but I gotta save myself for some of these other ones. Okay, Derek, let me just tell you,
Wow.
what a great assignment that was. But
Food is delicious down there.
and it's beautiful, and it's a place that makes you feel like, okay, I don't live in a big metropolis, one of the biggest cities in the country. I'm, really living like a local here. So it's just a hidden gem. Pier6seafood.com is their website. They take reservations. Of course, they love walk-ins, and they just want people to go experience their little slice of paradise they've created down
It's
there.
a short drive from the Houston area, and what we like to do is we'll go down, we'll have a meal with friends, then maybe we'll grab a cocktail. You walk out on the dock, you enjoy the breeze, the water's beautiful. Can't recommend it enough.
Amazing. Okay, Houston Life will be right back.